welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. I thought I would make a tag. So I've been tagged on a couple of videos here and there, and I know that there has been a creature feature tag before somewhere, but I think a lot of the questions ended up really kind of pointing towards the same film. So I thought I'd make my own tag, and I tried to kind of design a series of questions where the answers are going to be different for the most part. There may be some crossover with some of the questions, but I've tried to make it so it will encourage people to maybe think about different things. And I really like creature features. It's probably one of my favourite subgenres of horror, that and kind of haunting movies. They are my two favourite genres of horror. I'm not actually a huge fan of like the slasher movies. I'll watch them, but I'm never a massive enthusiast. But creature features and kind of haunting movies, they're my jam. I may well do a ghostly one at some point, but here is a creature feature one, and I'm very curious to obviously hear you guys' thoughts about these questions. I am going to tag some specific people towards the end, but this is an open tag because I'm starting this tag myself. This is open to anyone that wants to do it, and I'm really curious to see what people's answers would be. So I think I've got some fun questions, even if I do say so myself. So let's get on now. My questions are on a screen behind the camera here, so excuse me when I kind of look over here. And we'll start off with question 1. Your favourite creature feature where the creature exists in real life, alive or extinct. So you could have a real creature, like a shark or a crocodile, but this creature can be something like a dinosaur that has lived on the earth but is now extinct. Slightly exaggerated is okay, but grossly exaggerated is not. So you could say, like, for example, Jaws is okay, it's slightly exaggerated, but Five-Headed Shark Attack is not. So let me read that question again. Your favourite creature feature with a creature that exists in real life, either alive or extinct. That's question 1. Question 2. Your favourite creature feature with a creature based purely in fiction. So it could be, for example, things like Godzilla or The Thing, or any creature that is completely fictional or grossly exaggerated, like a giant spider. Something that simply has never existed. So a completely made up creature or a grossly exaggerated version of a real creature. Almost the opposite to the first question. Question 3. Out of the classic Universal monsters, Wolfman, Mummy, Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein's monster, which would scare you the most if you just met them in a dark alley in real life? Now they've not necessarily got to look like they do in the actual Universal movies, but that creature itself, what would scare you? So out of the classic Universal monsters, Wolfman, Mummy, Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein's monster, and I guess Bride of Frankenstein as well, which one of those would scare you the most if you happen to bump into them in a dark alley? Number 4. Which alien or science fiction based creature feature is your favourite? Now a little note here, I'm saying which actual creature is your favourite, not necessarily your favourite movie with an alien creature. So it could be your favourite actual creature, but in a shit movie. So it doesn't matter how much you like the movie, I'm simply talking about your favourite alien or science fiction creature itself. It might be in your favourite movie as well, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. Number 5. Which 2 creatures from different movies would you like to see in a versus style movie? So like your Jason versus Freddy movie, or your King Kong versus Godzilla movie, things like that. Which 2 creatures from completely different franchises, it doesn't matter what studio they're from, anything like that, would you like to face off in a versus movie? It doesn't necessarily have to be big budget movies, it can be low budget stuff as well. Okay. Number 6. What is your favourite on-screen kill by a creature? Quite simple, that one. Number 7. Okay, this one's a little bit more complicated. Which type of creature do you currently think is overexposed with too many movies, TV shows, video games, comics, whatever the medium is, which kind of creature or style of creature do you think is just getting too much? We've seen too much of these days and you're kind of getting a little bit sick of. Number 8. Again, a bit more of a. This one's going to be definitely the thinky question, I feel. So this one's a little more complicated, so bear with me. So if you could greenlight a high-budget remake, reboot or sequel to any creature feature based from a movie pre-year 2000 that hasn't had any type of reboot, sequel or other movie made since the year 2000, would you like to see? So if you could remake a movie from the 80s or something like that, anything from before the year 2000, and kind of remake a higher budget version of it, so long as it hasn't had a type of reboot or sequel before. So you get your thinking caps on that one. Number 9. What is your favourite low budget straight to video creature feature movie of all time? Now I always say this, some of these kind of movies will get like a screening on a you know, that sort of thing. That's fine, but if it's had any type of kind of release on multiple screens across kind of like the country, and I guess in the States mainly, it doesn't qualify. It has to be really primarily a kind of a straight to DVD movie, a couple of premieres here and there, that's acceptable, but for the most part, creature feature only on DVD. And then number 10, what is the absolute worst creature feature movie, monster-based film you have ever seen in your life? Okay, so that is the 10 questions. I will kind of write them down and put them in the description as well, so you can kind of see them. And I'm going to tag a whole bunch of people here. Some of these people, I don't even know if they're subscribed, so who knows if they'll actually get to see this video. I simply don't know. But I'm subscribed to all of these guys, and I enjoy their content. So 80s film fan is number 1. B is for best movie reviews and more. Deadly Dames Horror Extravaganza. They actually do some videos for this channel, so hello. Horrify You. I've never seen them do a tag video, so I don't know if that's something that they do, but I'm curious to see what those guys would think. Horror Fan Man tends to do more kind of updates stuff like that, but I know he's the odd tag here and there. Lisa Loves, another contributor to this very channel. Mr. Tony of the Dead, Enready, I know he's done a couple of tags before. The Horror Man, come on, this is definitely in your wheelhouse. Spirit of Horror, who is a new subscriber who I think has had a couple of channels before. Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, I know he likes to do kind of quite in-depth horror stuff. The Wicked Boy, I know he's done some tags. And Wolfman's Got Nards, who actually did another tag that I actually tagged him in. So I'm curious to see all those guys, but anyone else who wants to do this tag, feel absolutely free. I just didn't want to list everyone on my subscriber list, but I'd love to see any kind of responses to this tag, and you know, hopefully there's some fun questions there, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. See you later, guys.